Today we're going to check out this beautiful 1939 Chevy suicide door street rod. This 39 was owned by a gentleman in Nebraska for the past 20 some years, 20 to 30 years. He completely built this from the ground up. So the restoration does have some age on it, but it's still beautiful condition inside and out. It's powered by a built 350 4-barrel V8 engine. Does have vintage air with the air conditioner and pulley and alternator all chromed out. So the air and the heat both work in it. It's got an electric fan, automatic transmission. Engine sounds great, runs great. We just installed a new kickdown cable and a brand new speedometer cable in it. Hood locks down nicely. As you can see, the paint has a beautiful shine to it. It does have some paint chips and flaws and stuff like that, but it's a rock solid undercarriage and a rock solid body with a beautiful paint job on it. It was just done 20 years ago. It does also have power steering. It's got a chrome power steering pulley and pump. So when this thing was built, it was a super high-end restoration on a very solid car. As we look up and down the sides, it's super straight, riding on a nice set of chrome rims. Front grille and chrome all looks real good. Front splash pan looks nice. If we look up close, guys, there is some scratching right here in the paint, right in this area. Other than that, the top of the hood looks beautiful. The flames look great. It's got Eagle rims on it. Tire size is 225 50/15s. So it's got some nice wide tires on it. We have some paint chips lying here. This is all metal down here in the running boards, but there is some paint chips right along there at the bottom. It's just a little dust on there. Other than that, the bottom of the fenders are perfect. No bubbles, no blisters, no issues there. This dog leg in here is perfect. A lot of times you'll have rust or issues there. There's absolutely no issues. Bottom corners of the door are great. There's a paint chip on the bottom of the door here. Running board's super solid. Rear fender's excellent. Does have the flames on the rear fender. Dual exhaust sounds great. Really nice idle to it. Bumpers have been painted chromatic. It's got the blue dot headlights and the tail lights. Inside the trunk's all carpeted gray as well to match the interior. This is just a really cool street rod. There's a ton of room inside of it. If you want to take your friends along or grandkids, that's what's nice. Check out all that leg room in there. As we sit in here, the headliner is done super professionally. That's kind of all of a leather headliner. Dome light still has the nice chrome. That's all been redone around the dome light. Seat covers are all kind of in that tweed. Same thing with the seat covers, door panels, all the stuff around here all matches perfectly. It's done very, very professionally. I'll check when I get to the front, but it looks like the seats recline as well. So it's got speakers in the back. The glass is all good, guys, on the back, except for there is a crack, good size crack. The back window should be replaced on the driver's side. There's a crack there. The front two windows are power and they work. Again, tons of room in the back seat. The door panels are excellent. Check out the bottoms of the doors, guys. There's absolutely no rust, nor has there been any rust in these doors anywhere. I mean, they're just, all the pinch welds are perfect down there. Same thing on the back doors. Super solid car. Now the front seats are do recline. Your vintage air vents are here. Has a AM/FM CD player. Oil pressure gauge works, temp gauge works. Amp gauge looks like that works. Heater fan works, vintage AC works. Horn works. It also has a chrome column, tilt column. Absolutely beautiful column. The steering wheel matches the wheels on it. Just same design. Just a great looking street rod. As we look up and down the sides, I mean, we buffed it out when it came in, and the paint still looks beautiful. I mean, this is not what I'd call a 20-footer. I mean, if you get up close to it, the bodywork and paint still looks absolutely excellent, except for the little chips and stuff like that. It's just due to age, not poor restoration quality. Behind the rear wheel is perfect. Over the wheel well, you can see a reflection everywhere in it. Running boards are solid. Again, there's chips. There's paint chips, guys. A bunch of paint chips along the running boards there. You kind of see this paint's chipped a little bit. There's also a paint chip right here. We also have just a little bit of, there are some flames on the roof. As we look at the roof is nice and straight. Beautiful job on the roof as well. Hope everyone can get a good, I know it's got a bad glare on the interior, but the interior is in really nice shape. Here's our corners of the doors on the driver's side. They're just as nice as the passenger. Got a couple switches under here. I'm not sure exactly what they do. It's got a really nice shifter in it too, and they made a console with the power windows here. So power window switch is right here. They both work and they're really fast. Console's nice. Okay, not ideal situation to have a car out on the road. The roads are a little slick, so we're gonna take it easy, but gauges work on it, the volt gauge, temp gauge, oil pressure gauge. The only thing I don't have working right now is the speedometer and the fuel gauge. As far as the fuel gauge goes, I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. I might have to put an aftermarket gas gauge in there. Guys, that power steering works absolutely perfect. No squeals, no noise. The front suspension is excellent on it. Steers nice and straight. You know what, guys? I said the speedometer don't work. We put that new cable in it and it does work. So we're running about 25 mile an hour and that seems just right. So speedometer has been fixed. So basically the only gauge that's not working, guys, is the gas gauge right now. I mentioned earlier we also went ahead and installed the transmission kickdown cable in it as well. So car runs and drives nice. Does have, as far as I know, its original frame and suspension except for the front suspension. Check our brakes out here. Brakes work good, no pull left or right. Another thing, guys, I like about this, look how the foot feet is way away from the brake pedal, which is nice. A lot of these street rods, there's your kick down, A lot of these street rods, the foot feed and the brake pedal are so close together. This one's got like 5 inches between them, so. Speedometer's working, 50 mile an hour down the road right now. Rides down the road nice, does not need a front end alignment, seems to steer excellent. Steering wheel feels great in your hand. Really good street rod, guys. We got this street rod priced at $22,995 and vintage air 350. I mean, this thing's ready for your next classic car cruise.